But I wanted to tell you this other thing, too, when you said Charlie Sheen, he's going to be in Brazil when we go down and do our festival. He's going to be on the night, or 2 nights before us. For the one night. He's playing, it's a 3-day festival down there, and I just found out he was going to be on the first show, and I was like, nuh-uh.
Why are you so incredibly popular in Latin America, but also in Romance languages, Spain, Italy, just everywhere?
I think it's because of the classical approach towards the music. You know, classical music was written on a piano, and it was not written on a guitar. So if you transcribe classical to guitar and you can make it work, it just has a really cool sound to it. You know, the fans down there, there's certain songs that they really, really like. When we first went down to South America, it was in, I think it was 1992, we did Rock in Rio in front of 140,000 people, and 2 people died there, which is something I was telling you earlier, which was really sad, because when stuff like that happens, it really changes your headspace when you're getting ready to go on stage. You know, I don't know if you've ever done any kind of an activity where it's been interrupted and you hear like, oh, well, 2 people just died here at the game, or 2 people just died here at the race, or something like that. It changes you.
Well, there's something dangerous and scary about a giant crowd.
Yeah, there's a lot of power out there. Kind of like a tidal wave. They can do whatever they want. The funny thing, when we did this show in Rock in Rio, I don't know if you can air this or not, but the guy that was on before us was a huge Brazilian pop star. His name was Lobão. And the audience did not want to see him. They just did not want to see him. So they were calling him female genital parts in Portuguese really loud, and they were peeing in bottles and throwing it at him on the stage. Now, I don't think that they thought 2 hours ahead that Megadeth would be standing in puddles of steaming piss on that hot stage in the Brazilian sun. Or
we're airing this.
But the funny thing was, right after us was Sepultura, then us, and then I think Queensryche and Priest, and then Guns N' Roses, or something like that. And we all remember that day. They're drinking the Brazilian coffee, because this is our first time, most of us, going down there and standing in steaming piss clouds on stage.
So it added its own almost own smoke effect.
And that's where the 2 people died. So it was like, man, we have gone to some other completely like the dark side of the moon kind of thing. I mean, I love going down to Brazil. I love all of the foreign countries that make an effort, you know, to learn English, to be able to understand our lyrics instead of just kind of, you know, singing along. You know, we did a meet and greet the other day. I can't remember what city it was in, but this young man had come up from Mexico. And usually at the meet and greets, you know, they pop up, they take a picture, and they walk to the end of the line, and they go back to their groups, drinking and eating and snacking and all that kind of stuff for the meet and greet party that we were having, I was telling you about. So